Okay guys, so it's week 5 of our summer reading club group and we're back at the gazebo at City Park. There are 4 of us today instead of just 3, and you're gonna get to hear about what we've all been reading. So here we go.
Hi guys, it's Miss Teeters again. So this week I have read 2 books. I finished Dr.
Show off.
I know. Sorry, I have a lot of time. So I finished Dr. Sleep, which, as I said last week, was a sequel to The Shining, and it was good. It's actually going to be a movie coming out with Ewan McGregor, and I'm really excited about it. After Dr. Sleep, I read a book called There, There, and it's about an Indian community. They even call themselves Indian, which I feel like I should call them Native American. I don't know. But I recently found out that I am Native American. My dad took the 23andMe thing where they find out where you're from. I am actually of the Incan tribe, which is down in Mexico. And so reading this book kind of made me really appreciate the Native American culture and what they have gone throughout the entire span of history of the United States, because they were treated very, very badly. So it sort of made me feel more connected with people that I have never really felt connected to before. My next one that I am on right now, which I just started yesterday, is called Lillian Boxfish Takes a Walk. And it was actually recommended to me by my grandmother. We're huge readers in my family. And so my grandma's like, you have to read this book. It's my favorite. And I'm like, okay, you're awesome. So I take your word for it. So it's about an older woman who's taking a walk. And she's just going through her life and realizing what she could have changed in her life and how she should appreciate her life. And it's pretty good so far. So, yeah.
Shin.
Hello again, how's it going? I wanted to let you know right off the bat, if you read, you can have cool things like dog bookmarks in water, catching balls, coolest bookmark in the world. So, I'm a nerd like that, it's cool. So my book this week is The Unexpected Everything, and I'm only, not quite that far in it, but I'm absolutely loving it, and I will probably go back and read more of this later as soon as I can. Okay, anyways, my book is about a girl named Alexandra Walker, and she is the daughter of I hope we get this right, I think it's a senator, don't quote me on that, who is basically fallen in disgrace because someone in his party has used money from his foundation into his re-election campaign, which is a no-no. And so he's basically decided that while investigations are going on, he's going to kind of take that time off. And it's during the summertime. So our main character who is basically going to be, she's a type A personality. She's got everything figured out. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to be gone for the summer because I have this really cool thing lined up that's going to be awesome on my resume. Well, life happens and things don't always go the way they want. So she finds out that she's going to have to figure out how her summer goes. And so this is kind of a story revolving around her dealing with her dad and kind of dealing with life in general. And it's a lot more interesting than how I'm explaining it, I promise. So check it out. It is amazing. Yes.
I was gonna fudge the truth and say I'm finished, but I'm not. I've been reading Ambition and Desire, The Dangerous Life of Josephine Bonaparte. And she did live quite the life. So it's the main focus of this is her relationship with Napoleon Bonaparte, whom she married before he was anyone important or special, really. And sort of documenting the arc of their relationship. And Napoleon and Josephine had a, let's call it tumultuous.
Ooh, good word.
Relationship. Napoleon had no game. None. He was an extremely awkward individual. He laughed at random times. His idea of flirting was to find it was like step 1, find pretty girl. Step 2, stare at pretty girl. Stare unblinkingly until pretty girl responds. That was it. That was the whole thing. That was his flirting technique. He was awkward. He was ugly. He was shorter than the average Frenchman. He was also not French. He was Italian, more or less. He came from an island of Corsica. And Josephine was exotic and beautiful and flirtatious and mysterious. And no one could understand why she married him. At the beginning of their relationship, she had all the power. All she had to do was cry and he would forgive her anything. But what the book chronicles is the shift in that power balance as he became the celebrated, feted general and then the emperor. And suddenly he's the one with all the power in the relationship. He's the one having women throw themselves at him. So that's kind of what the book is about, is that shifting power balance between Napoleon and Josephine and how she sort of manipulated events to get what she needed or what she wanted. It was a very, very dangerous tightrope she was walking, though. Revolutionary France was lethal. You could, if someone said, hey, that person hates the Republic, it was almost instant guillotine. So she had to walk a very fine line. But it's really interesting. I have about 5 chapters left, and then I will be able to move on. Yeah, I was going to lie and say I was done. I'm not done. Don't lie. Always tell the truth. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to our special guest for today, Ms. Hake's niece.
For this week, drum roll, we have my niece all the way from St. Louis, Sonora Hake.
Hi. So, I'm reading the book Where the Red Fern Grows. So it's about a boy named Billy, and he wants 2 dogs, 2 hunting dogs. So he works like for 2 years to earn money for an ad that he saw for 2 dogs, and then he has to journey to get them, and then it's all about like how he.
I can cut things out. Don't worry about it.
It's about like how he like gets the dogs and like the journey to get them and how he got them to be like such good hunting dogs and just like all throughout like that journey of the dogs.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I love it. This is the 3rd time I've read it.
Oh,
The first time I read it was in 3rd grade with my school, and I loved it.
it's really good.
I mean, it's kind of sad, but it's still good. It's still really good.
You were telling me too, you not only read it, but not only read it,
Oh
but
yeah, we
read it.
not only read it, but we watched the movie too.
Oh,
The book was definitely better than the movie.
thank you.
Yeah.